Woman of God, if you are a woman of God watching this video, I want you to pay attention and listen. I was just talking to somebody at church last night. It was a young girl. She is 21. And this is something that the Lord has been sharing with me. But you do not have to change yourself just to get approval from other people. God intentionally made you peculiar, unique for a reason. You are going to attract the right people in your life. You are going to attract the right opportunities, the right business ideas, the right books to write, anything. I was just talking to this girl and she was just like, I just feel like I need to do this, this, and this. And I felt led by the Lord to say, you are not like those other girls. God has specifically set you apart for a reason. Do not change yourself. Do not change yourself for man's approval. Do what it is that the Lord has instructed you to do, or what it is that He has called you to do. He has shown me something unique about her, and she's just such an amazing woman. And God has shown me that she has such a heart for, what it is that she is called to do. Everybody's, job, their personalities, their identity is different. We would live in such a boring world if everybody wanted to be the same copycat. And I had led to tell her, I was like, do not change yourself. Do not settle for less than what God has for you. You are going to be so unfulfilled and so unhappy if you try to be like those other girls. I said, God has told me to tell you, you are not like those other girls. And that this is a word for y'all. Y'all are not called to be, like the rest of the girls in this nation. You're called to be modern day Ruth, Esther, modern day Deborah, modern day Mary Magdalene, anybody in the Bible, really. Even just some of the male characters. I have resonated with some of the male characters, but you are not to change yourself, but allow the Lord to change you. Allow the Lord to prune you and process you into becoming who you are meant to become. Do not change your identity, your quirks, your habits, just to prove somebody else. That is going to be leaving you unfulfilled, unhappy, and not focused on what it is that the Lord has called you to do. And I had felt led to say this because this is what's going on in our society. We don't need to be changing our looks, our habits, the way that we talk, the way that we walk, just to fit somebody else's narrative. God did not intend you to be like that. God has never told you to be any of that. You do what it is that the Lord has called you to do. And He will speak to you in a way that you need to be spoken to, because He knows you. He knows your heart. He knows who you are. He knows you better than yourself. I feel you, Holy Spirit. He knows you better than you know yourself. God will lead you to the right friend group. God will lead you to the right man that He has for you. And this man is going to love you for who you are. If you are a man of God listening to this, God is going to lead you to the right wife who's going to love you for who you are, who's going to absolutely adore everything about you, all your quirks, all your habits. And this is why it's important to heal. It is important to heal from your past mistakes, your past trauma, before God puts you together with, sorry, I am driving right now, puts you together with the right person that He has for you. If you do not heal those areas in you, they are going to see it. And they're going to be a little bit annoyed by it because they love those areas about you, just like the Lord has intended to. Yes, there are certain areas that, you do need to break off. You do need processing. But allow the Lord to do that. Allow the Lord to heal you in those areas, because it needs to be done. 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 Allow the Lord to process you and prune you so that you can become the best version of yourself. And like, why it's important to be the best version of yourself? So that God can give you a new assignment. So that God can give you exactly what it is that He desires to give you. You may think the desires of your heart is, not really aligned with God's plan. It can be, as long as you delight yourself in Him. Like, it says in Psalms 37 verse 4, take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. If you go to Him and say, Lord, what is it that you have for me? I promise you it will be 10 times better than what it is that you wanted. I thought I wanted to be a graphic designer several years ago, and I realized quickly how much I had lost so much interest for it. And God has shown me that I was going to be an interior designer, that I was going to have my own business, I was going to have, all these other things added unto me that I didn't even realize was His will for my life. And I didn't get that answer till this weekend. I didn't get that answer till I received clarity from Him, and that was when I sought Him. Seek Him. Seek ye first the kingdom and His righteousness, and everything will be added unto you. Seek the Father. Seek the heart of the Father. The Father's heart is so beautiful. It is going to be so much more fulfilling than the things of this world. He has His best interest in you. He has His best interest in you. So continue to move forward. Continue to do what it is He's called you to do, and you do not need to change yourself. Do not change anything about yourself. Don't change the way you laugh. Don't change the way you talk. Don't change the way you write your book. Do not compare yourself to other people. Comparison is a thief of joy. Do not compare yourself to other people. Do not. God will give you the business plan. He will give you the blueprints on how to write that book, how to do what it is that He's called you to do, how to direct that movie. I feel like that's a word for someone. How to, go about owning your business, how to go about, running your ministry, running your platform, writing your book. I feel like there's been a lot of people who are meant to write books, and books are going to be the next thing. Just anything. Like, God is going to ask you to change some things, but if He's not instructed you to change X, Y, Z, do not change it. Listen to Him. Listen to His voice. Take time out of your day. Take time out to seek Him and to really hear the clarity and the revelation that He has for you. And He is so faithful to show up. He's so faithful to give you a word, to give you exactly what it is that you need to hear from Him. Anyways, until next time, there will be a next time. God bless and take care.